Hello, my name is Olly Belcher, and I'm the founder and chief executive of Shivia. Welcome to our annual review for 2023 to 2024, which is packed with information about our programs, teams, and finances. This year has been testament to the incredible dedication and compassion of everyone in Shivia, our beneficiaries, board, team, and supporters. Despite the numerous challenges posed by the global landscape, we have continued to make significant strides towards our mission to empower the poorest to create livelihoods, boost income, and inspire permanent change. This year, we focused on expanding our replication model so that we can effectively help communities most in need beyond West Bengal by introducing our poultry development services and agri-management services programs. We did this by onboarding 3 new partners, Sati in Jharkhand at the beginning of the year, and Prerak and Kalp in Chhattisgarh towards the end of the year. We also consolidated our efforts with our existing partners, Nurdin in West Bengal, Views DSS and Nurman in Orissa, and Feedback Madagascar in southern Madagascar. We introduced our 4th livelihood program, fish farming, with our longest-standing partner, Nurdin in West Bengal. And we continue supporting our cooks and beautypreneurs in Gujarat and Rajasthan with SAF. As a result, we now have a portfolio of 8 NGOs implementing various livelihood programs across 6 Indian states, as well as Madagascar. Through all these efforts, we were able to distribute around 17,500 toolkits on our poultry program to over 2,300 farmers. We worked with nearly 3,000 farmers on our agri-management services program, and we enrolled 50 farmers into our fish farming pilot. We also trained 25 cooks and 110 beautypreneurs. I was privileged to visit communities in West Bengal, Orissa, and Madagascar. Once again, I heard hundreds of stories of positive change and witnessed the field team exemplifying a true commitment to our mission and values of beneficiaries first, fostering independence, integrity, and determination. What I find fascinating is that after 15 years of Shivia, I rarely hear the same story twice. Each family benefits from our programs in different ways. Some are given hope and confidence to embark on a brighter future. Others focus on the income that they have earned to do a multitude of things, from addressing basic household needs to running a full-blown poultry enterprise, or taking the skills and training to start up an entirely different enterprise. You cannot make someone an entrepreneur, but it is amazing what can be achieved if you provide a small leg up and they happen to run with it. In West Bengal, I saw farmers who only 3 years ago were living in despair, to now proudly showing me their flocks of over 250 birds in beautifully built and kept coops. From this, they have started chicken feed businesses, as well as selling the meat and eggs. In Madagascar, one lady told me how she had for years been physically and mentally abused by her husband. Not anymore. The respect he has shown her, now that she earns and is key to household decisions, is life-changing for her. Several ladies in Orissa told me how they had bought mobile phones with their additional income, some to buy data and access online educational services for their children, others to be aware of market prices in the weather forecast, and others to connect with their husbands or sons who've gone to work elsewhere. Several men on our agri-management services program told me how they no longer have to work as construction labourers in far-flung parts of India. They can now afford to lease more land at home, making farming profitable without having to leave their families. I was delighted to hear from several of the women on our fish farming program who, with their husbands, have now sold their first cycles of fish and have seen significant profits. They complimented the field staff and the excellent techniques they have learned, from cleaning and preparing the ponds to feeding the fish in a bio-friendly and affordable way and looking after them properly. Victoria visited our new location in West Bengal, Prantik, and shared stories of hope amongst the tribal communities there. In the evenings during our family field trip with Artemis and our donor trip in February, we spent hours chatting about different insights that everyone had gained, and everyone commented on the wonderful hospitality of these communities. It is an honor to work with them. I am proud to report that Shivia also reached new milestones in 2023 through the use of technology in the field. We used the platform Solstice to collect data on beneficiaries in different locations, showing how their situations, despite all being poor, are actually very different, hence the varying responses to them, tweaking our models accordingly. For example, in some locations, farmers contribute 400 rupees to their poultry toolkits and training, whereas in others, they contribute 200 rupees. We also conducted surveys on the next generation to ascertain whether young women who are more educated than their mothers are still keen to be engaged in farming activities as a source of income. These pieces of research are key to our future strategy and formed the nub of our discussions at our annual strategy day when Joe and Chandrani visited the UK in September. I'm delighted that in the next few months, we will be developing Shivia's Farmer app so that in future, farmers can complement our training through the use of smartphones. We heard more than ever this year that with income from poultry toolkits, women are buying second-hand smartphones and data. This is in turn changing their worlds and paves a future where we can roll out our app successfully. All our efforts this year were made possible by the unwavering support of our friends and supporters, whose generosity allowed us to expand our reach and deepen our impact. We extend our sincere gratitude to each and every one of you. On the funding side, we raised just under £600,000, and the board has a 3-year plan to spend these funds effectively with maximum impact. Our dinner at the House of Lords was a huge success, generously hosted by Max Patel. The evening gave us a chance to bring our supporters together and for Joe and Chandrani to update them in person on our progress. We ran our virtual field trip to India in April, which is one of the positives we took from COVID. The use of technology has enabled us to take many people to India in an affordable and environmentally friendly way. We thank all of you who attended, as well as those of you who came out to India in person and embarked on the journey with such enthusiasm. Feedback from the field teams is that your interest and presence is deeply motivating for them. We participated in the Big Give Christmas Challenge and had a team from Artemis who ran in the Royal Parks Half Marathon dressed as chickens. Finally, people enjoyed nights at the Royal Albert Hall thanks to the generosity of our patron, Vin Maria, donating her box to Shivia. We also raised just under £6,500 in pro bono support. We are thankful to Clifford Chance and Skadden for their legal efforts to assist us, Salesforce for continually adapting and updating our donor management system, and EFG for providing us with office space and hosting our annual strategy day. In the coming year, we are excited about the opportunities that lie before us. We will continue to innovate, collaborate, and work for positive change so that together we can build a brighter and more equitable future for all. We will do this by working closely with our new partners in Chhattisgarh to introduce poultry development services there, introduce poultry with our existing partner Sati to the neighbouring state of Bihar, consolidate our partnerships with Views, DSS, Nurman and Sarth, and maintain the excellent work that Nurden does in West Bengal, with a focus on expanding the fish farming programme beyond the pilot stage to more farmers and a second location. We plan to start the handover of the Poultry Development Services Programme to Feedback Madagascar now that Joe has fully trained the team in how to start, run and expand it there. Joe will also focus his efforts in scaling the agri-management services pilot that we introduced to Feedback Madagascar in December. As mentioned, much of our efforts in the year ahead will be to design and roll out our first ever Shivia Farmer app so that all our knowledge is captured and available to farmers, NGOs and supporters this way rather than through our previous manuals. To achieve the above plan, we need to raise approximately £607,000 next year and £2 million over the next 3 years. We plan to do this from our efforts here in the UK and also hope for some contributions in India itself through Shivia Livelihoods Foundation, which now has its licence to attract corporate social responsible funding. I am so grateful to our beneficiaries for inspiring us every day. Whenever I return from India, I feel ready to go again and do whatever we need to do to raise the funds we require. I'm grateful to have Victoria and Joe always by my side to double our efforts and achieve our goals. I'm thankful to my board, chaired by Yasmin Hilton, for their dedication and guidance, ensuring that we uphold the highest of standards. I'm heartened to have Vin Maria as our patron and our wonderful team of ambassadors out there flying our flag for us. I'm immensely proud of the wonderful below the radar work of our partner NGOs in India and beyond. Their passion and dedication to the communities we serve is admirable. I would like to mention here that one of our livelihood service providers in West Bengal, Goa, received a national award in New Delhi on World Soil Day for his contributions to sustainable farming, with many of his farmers making biopesticides, biofertilizers, and composts. When Gao joined us 5 years ago as a village boy, not in his wildest dreams would he be getting on a plane to New Delhi to receive a national award. I'm so proud of him. So as we reflect on the achievements of 2023, let us also remember the work that still lies ahead. With your continued support, I'm confident and optimistic that we can create futures where those we serve have an opportunity to thrive, regardless of their circumstances. I take this chance to express my heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering support of Shivia. Thank you.